In this module, we look at the sales concepts and features of Dynamics 365 for sales. This vocabulary might not exactly match what is used in your business, but hopefully it can help explain the components and features in Dynamics 365 for sales and how it might relate to your business. Dynamics 365 for sales is made up of a set of core entities that facilitate customer engagement and allow organizations to manage the end-to-end life cycle of a sales or engagement. Within every organization, there are people or organizations of people that are serviced. Whether the organization is a retail store, consulting organization, non-for-profit organization, or a telecommunications company, or an entity that receives goods or service. Within Dynamics 365 for Sale, the recipients of products and services are called customers. Businesses and organizations differ greatly, so the definition of customer may change from one to the next. Within Dynamics 365 for Sales, there are two types of customer records: accounts and contacts. Accounts are records that track organizations. In a business-to-business or B2B sales or support scenario, accounts represent customers. An account can be a company, government entity, non-for-profit organization, club, or any other organization. Accounts tracked in Dynamics 365 for Sales commonly include the following: customers, vendors, partners, and resellers. Contacts are records that track people. A contact can be a customer, consultant, service provider, or other individual. In business-to-business scenarios where customers refer to accounts, a contact generally represents an employee of the account. In business-to-customer or B2C scenarios, a contact is generally the customer. Dynamics 365 for Sales can also track organization hierarchies using sub-contacts. This feature can track professional relationships within an organization. In Dynamics 365 for Sales, a lead represents potential. For example, a potential sale or a potential contract or account with which an organization might do business. Many organizations implement a lead qualification process during which leads are contacted, more information is gathered, and at some point a decision is made about the lead status. Generally, leads should be considered temporary records, with the goal of converting them to some combination of account, contact, or opportunity record at the end of a qualification process. For example, if a salesperson meets someone at a trade show and gets a business card, he or she might not know if that person is a viable customer. It is only after the salesperson has called this person or had follow-up in some way that he or she can determine if the person's needs align with what the salesperson and the organization can deliver. Once this is determined, the salesperson can determine whether the lead merits more attention. Viable customers are qualified, others are disqualified. In Dynamics 365 for Sales, an opportunity is a qualified potential sale. An opportunity record is used to track a qualified potential sale through the sales closing process. A qualified potential sale indicates that the potential customer has been contacted and information has been gathered about their interest. The organization has determined the likelihood of the customer buying and decided that the potential is worth pursuing. Opportunities can track very detailed information about potential sales, including the following: competitors for the opportunity, products selected from the product catalog, estimated revenue or estimated probability of closing the deal and the estimated close date, which records the opportunity belongs in. Opportunities always are associated with a customer record, which in Dynamics 365 for Sales can be either an account or a contact. All activities involved in closing the sale. This can include phone calls, letters and faxes, appointments and emails sent. In addition, organizations can track a series of notes about the opportunity. In many sales organizations, potential sales are reported using a sales pipeline. Sales managers use sales pipeline to determine where they might be able to end at the end of the period. Their sales numbers by product, region, or salesperson. Opportunity records within Dynamics 365 for Sales help to populate that sales pipeline. Dynamics 365 for Sales quotes help inform potential customers about the products and prices associated with the opportunity. Another way of understanding a quote within the application is to think of it as a proposal or an estimate. A quote that a customer accepts converts to a sales order. If a customer accepts a presented quote, a sales representative can use Dynamics 365 for Sales to create an order with the information contained in the quote record with a single click. Additionally, from within the application, users can quickly revise quotes and even track a history of the quotes presented to a customer. In Dynamics 365 for Sales, an order is placed when customers confirm requests for the product or service. Organizations receive and process orders, which then convert to invoices and revenue. Dynamics 365 for Sales can record these customer orders. Additionally, some organizations integrate the sales order process into an accounting application, such as Dynamics 365 for Finance and Operations. Commonly, within an integrated environment, organizations have Dynamics 365 for Sales, users create sales orders within Dynamics 365 for Sales, and then submit them into the accounting application. This illustrates how companies can leverage the application to support and streamline their entire sales lifecycle and fulfill their customer relationship management strategies. In Dynamics 365 for Sale, invoices are requests for payment from a business to its customers. Invoices are related to orders. Depending on the payment terms, an invoice can be generated from an order after it is fulfilled or when it is placed. It is important to note that although there is functionality that supports invoices and sales orders within Dynamics 365 for Sales, it should not be considered an accounting application. As such, many organizations leverage the invoicing functionality, but only in integrated situations where the invoices are flowing from the accounting application into Dynamics 365 for Sale as read-only records. Within Dynamics 365 for Sales, organizations can track and manage the list of products and services they provide their customers. Additionally, they can establish different levels of pricing options and discounts based on various organizational criteria. For organizations that transact in multiple currencies, Dynamics 365 for Sales can track pricing for each product in different currencies and with different pricing options. There are 4 primary components of the product catalog within the application: products, units of measure, price lists, and discount lists. And there is also a bundle and product families that are groups of products sold together.